Dear Form 5 and Form 6 student, you are warmly welcome to the analysis of the play Betrayal in the City. As you know, this play was written by Francis Imbuga. The play was published in 1976 by East African Educational Publishers. Introduction of the play. Betrayal in the City is a play of two acts. The writer is called Francis Imbuga from Kenya. He was born in 1947. The play reveals evils of leaders in African states, and especially after independence of most of the African countries. It communicates themes like betrayal, lack of justice, favoritism, sacrifice, corruption, disappointment, just to mention a few. This play takes place in a fictional setting called Kathira. Act 1. This act shows that Adika had died and Doga and Nina are preparing for the shaving ceremony. Adika was shot in town. It is also discovered that on Adika's grave there is a crack and a smell of a petrol. What happened? On page 8, Doga says that there are people who wanted to burn Adika's body. Oh. In this act, it is also shown that there is no justice in the society. That is why when Jasper Wendell is confused, he speaks the following. Jasper Wendell says, Jupiter absent, sir. Jasper present, sir. Justice absent, sir. So by saying justice is absent, that means the society they live in is corrupt and no justice at all. Jasper is crazy-like because his brother has been killed. Mulili and Ejere forbid people from doing a shaving ceremony. They say that it is an order from the government. Remember, Mulili and Ejere are government officials. They have been sent by the boss that there will be or there shall be no shaving ceremony. Mulili says, no ceremony. That is final. Therefore, people have to accept an order. In this act, when Doga questions about the order, he is threatened. Jerry, who also is a member of the community, later argues that Adika deserves respect, but in doing so, he is jailed. Remember, Adika was killed simply because he organized the student demonstration against the government, which seems to be unjust. Jerry, in this act, is sent in prison. When in prison, he meets Mosese, who is jailed because of attending the funeral of his student who was murdered, but in the court, he was charged with a different offense of possessing drugs illegally. In this act, Mosese rejects to sell his dignity in exchange with his release. So he accepts to stay in prison instead of just compromising with the evil doers or wrongdoers. Mosese seems to be a true patriot. Mosese in this act says that it is better Uhuru waited. This shows that although African countries are politically free, yet people have no true freedom. In the act, we discover that Mr. Tumbo and Regina are in relationship. Regina has two partners, Mr. Tumbo and Jasper. Mr. Tumbo assigns Jasper a task of making a play. This play will be acted on arrival of visit of the president from another country who expects to visit Kafila. This is the end of Act 1. Let us dive into Act 2. Dear Form 5 and Form 6 students, the following is Act 2. As people are expecting to receive the guest president from another country, the committee members are doing preparations necessary for the reception of the guest of honor or the head of the state. The guest of honor will visit, among other places, the prison where Mosese and Jasper are. Remember, Mosese and Jasper are jailed. They are jailed. There is a conflict between Mlili and Kabito. Mlili wants school children to take part in receiving the guest. Remember, the conflict is happening in the committee. But Kabito declines the idea that students should not take part in the reception of the guest, simply because they have to go on with their studies. In the end, Mlili sends a false information to the boss against Kabito, and the boss orders that Kabito be killed. Kabito is then killed. Remember, the boss accepts nearly whatever he is given or told by Mlili. And mind you that Mlili is the cousin to the boss who is as the president of Kafila. After Kabito's death, Mlili cheats people that Kabito died of an accident, a car accident. That Kabito was drunk, that is why he got an accident. Okay, Jasper's play called Betrayal in the City is acted as the rehearsal before the president of Kafila. When the wooden guns or props are missing, the boss orders the real guns to be used, and this makes Mlili shot and he dies. So the actual death of Mlili is witnessed in this act. Why was he killed? Okay, Mlili was said to be the major problem in the society. The problem was not the boss. All evils that emanated from the society were chiefly because of Mlili, who wrongly advised the boss. I repeat, he was considered the source of all evils in the state. Therefore, boss is spared, he is not killed. After death of Mlili, people are seen happy and the play ends. The title of the play. Betrayal in the City is the title of the whole play and the title of the play composed by Jerry to be acted before the guest president. So there is the use of play within a play. The title has close relationship to the content because those who fought for independence are betrayed by their leaders. Example, Nina and Edoga are very poor although they fought for independence. Characters and characterization. The first character, dear students, is Jasper. Jasper is Doga and Nina's son. The brother of Jasper who is called Adika, was killed during the students' demonstration. Jasper is a university student. Is taking philosophy, and per se, he loves literature. He composed the play called Betrayal in the seat that made Mulili to die. Another character is called Mosese. Mosese is a prisoner. He is Regina's brother and a lecturer. He was jailed because of being found attending the funeral of his student. He is so much disappointed with the government. He is the one who says it is better when we waited. He represents the educated who are patriotic. Another character is Mr. Tumbo. Mr. Tumbo is the government official. He gets his job through corruption. He is there to please boss and secure properties. He is ignorant. Mr. Tumbo does not know who Soyinka is and thinks he is a prime minister of a country. Hey, dear students, do you know who Soyinka is? Oh, are you like Mr. Tumbo? Okay, well, I'm just joking, man. Okay, Mr. Tumbo believes that Mulili is misleading the boss, but he fears to tell him the truth. Mr. Tumbo is the chairman of the guest head of state preparing committee. Form 5 and Form 6 students. Another character is called Mulili. This is the boss's cousin. He is the main advisor of the boss. He normally mislead and cheat the boss. He causes Jele to be jailed. Mulili organizes killings of Kabito because he differs with him on issues of using school children in receiving the guest. He is inhuman. He is also vengeful and unforgiving. Another character is called Boss. Boss is the president of Kafira. He is Mulili's cousin. He rules the country with an iron fist and hates criticism. He trusts Mulili so much he accepts whatever Mulili tells him. Boss is corrupt. Why? It is because he has many bank accounts in different foreign countries. He misuses his power, but he is not punished during the play rehearsal. Dear students, another character is called Jele. This was a soldier who turned a prisoner after going against with Mulili's opinions. He stands for people's rights when in jail. He is one of the actors in the play composed by Jasper. He is a true patriot. Apart from Jele, we have also Doga and Nina. These are Adika's and Jasper's parents. They took part in fighting for independence, but they are now very poor. Their son, called Adika, is killed during the students' demonstration. Okay, dear students, another character is called Adika, and this is the son of Doga and Nina, who was killed for organizing demonstrations against the government at the university. He fights for rights of people. His death symbolizes sacrifice that human rights activists offer to citizens. Those are the characters, dear students, we see in the play Betrayal in the City. Now let us look at analysis of themes. The first theme is betrayal. Dear students, have you seen any sign of betrayal in this play? Yes, After independence, the government of Kafila has betrayed its people. People like Nina and Edoga are living poor life. Other citizens lament that life is difficult. Due to betrayal, Mosese comments that it is better when Uhuru waited. Dear students, can you see any elements of betrayal in your society? Do you think that it is better Uhuru waited? Keep your thoughts into your mind. Don't tell me. Dear students, another theme is lack of justice and humiliation. Lack of justice and humiliation. The government that is led by boss is unjust. Different people are humiliated and others are killed without apparent reasons. People with different opinions with either the boss or his cousin Mlili are killed. Example, Kabito and Adika were killed. Jele and Mosese were jailed without apparent or sound reasons. Dear students, apart from lack of justice and humiliation, there is a theme of tribalism and nepotism. In this play, the boss offers Mulili leadership post because he's his cousin. Mulili, due to that, advises the boss wrongly. Hence, people hate Kafila's government and they protest against it. Dear students, another theme is patriotism and the sacrifice. The playwright shows that some people are real patriotic. Example, Jasper, Mosese, Jere and Adika are patriots who fight for people's rights. Adika sacrifices his life till he dies when shot by the people who were sent by the government. Therefore, he died fighting for people's rights. Dear students, in order for changes to take place, there have to be some people who sacrifice themselves. They sacrifice their properties, they sacrifice their opulence, they sacrifice their life fighting for other people's rights. Can you be one? Sacrifice and patriotism is very important for development to be. Ladies and gentlemen, another theme is corruption. In this play, Mulili gets Mili Kitenda because he's the cousin to the boss. Therefore, those who are not related to the boss suffer different problems and they cannot be helped. So corruption is an evil. Corruption is a hindrance to development. Ladies and gentlemen, the last theme is disappointment. Disappointment. People are so much disappointed with the government. They do not see the fruits of Uhuru. They see evils being done like Uhuru. People are killed and humiliated. Due to this, Mosese thinks that it was better they waited. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my today's presentation. Welcome for comments. Goodbye.